All right, welcome guys. We're playing Eve Frontier today. Thanks to Squanch Games. Oh, wrong one. Wrong brief. Thanks Fenris Creations for sponsoring the stream today. We are jumping into Eve Frontier, which is a survival MMO set similar to Eve Online. You know, the universe of Eve, but it's not Eve Online. It's a different game. It is PvP survival, very player driven, where they want the players themselves to explore an unknown universe and build it out themselves. So you're not going to find a bunch of already built giant civilizations and space stations and stuff. It's more of a destroyed universe, and or an empty universe, and you have to like revive civilization. And it's broken up into cycles, and the cycles are going to be like an update where because the game is in alpha, so it's not done. They're working on it. So it's a in-progress game where it's early in development, so everything can change and everything can be tweaked, and it will change over time as they're going through the access. Weapon receiver. Propulsion engine. I don't know whose stuff it is. Just chilling there. Very nice. All right, so you start out in a little ship, a little starter ship, and then you have to this is like the tutorial area. You go and you learn how to play and stuff, then you go out in the main area, then you build a base, and you go start exploring from there and gather resources and all that good stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go out here and gather some resources to build out our ship. So we're going to start with someone's fuel cell. Yeah, we'll take some stable fuel. Loot all the fuel, and then we're going to go ahead and refuel our tank. Actually, you can loot a little bit more. Let's do 500. There you go. And then we'll fill up the rest. There you go. Yeah, they have a whole new tutorial. This is something they changed dramatically. So last time we played, they had ships that you would build, but now they have changed it to where there's no more pre-built ships. Every ship is a series of modules put together. So that way, instead of building out a whole ship, you build out parts, then you swap out parts, and then you install modules and stuff into the parts themselves. So that way, eventually, there'll be lots of different types of ships. So like this ship is built up of pieces that you can see here. So all of these pieces make up this ship that we're currently in. And then as they're going through development, they're going to add more and more parts, and then you'll have greater variety of ships over time. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can find some early stuff to get ourselves started here. There's a player right there, I think they might be offline. Command pod, propulsion, external thruster, content locker, printed circuits. I'll take all of those. And then what's in this one? So let's go ahead and build ourselves. They also got rid of the field crafters and refiners, and then you now do that in your ship itself. So let's do a passive gravity sensor. Let's add the part we need, and then we're going to craft our passive gravity scanner so we can scan around. Yeah, we're inside of a starter ship. A starter area. inside like this place. Fuel cell survivor wreck. Field cairn. All right, let's go ahead and withdraw this. Now we're going to install that scanner into our ship. So we take the module and we're going to install it wherever we would like. Everything's like a grid now, so you can decide where you want to stick things. So we're going to put our passive gravity scanner in there. But I can move anything around I want to try to make more room for stuff. To give you a lot more freedom with your builds now. All right, move forward a little bit so I can loot those things. To get access now, you have to buy the Founders Edition, which you can do through the link in the chat. But they also have a free trial if you want to try it for. If you want to try it for a, I think 5 days to see how you like it. How much is the monthly? I don't think there's a monthly right now. I think during the early access phase, there's no monthly fee. There's just the Founders Edition purchase. You buy it and you have access during the whole early access. Power generation. Printed circuits. So many dead bodies around here. Get fuel, component locker. Yeah, this is PvE VP, but in the starter area, you don't have to really worry too much about PvP because people aren't really interested in it since we're just trying to get resources and stuff. A lot of printed circuits. A lot of printed circuits. Close all that. Starter zone refuge. I don't think people are supposed to build in here yet. But somehow they did. Okay, I need to build me a laser scanner. Small cutting laser. Fossil electronics center. I think those are outside. Alright, go down this way. Oh, there's a lot more difference, Miss Peabody. I would read the wiki if you want more details. It's a whole different studio, too. Pitching down. Let's go head outside. It is dark in here. Okay, let's see if we can get out of here. Through the door over there. And to get outside here so we can build our cutting laser and then get out of here. Alright, they added a bunch of hazards in the update as well. So, like this start area, you're next to a sun and you'll take heat damage if you're in direct line of sight of it for too long. Of course, Bossler. What did you think otherwise? Alright, let's see. We need to go a little bit further. There's like a lot of dead corpses around here. Oh. Alright, and then approach that target up there. Need more resources. Okay, let's see. So, insulated container has thermal composite. I'll take that. Then we have a utility container that has... Those are very heavy, so I'll just take 4 of them. Because I don't have a lot of space right now, so I'll take 4 of those, and then... Okay, now we should be able to craft our cutting laser. Okay, one of those, and oh, we don't have any cinder rack. I need some cinder rack. Someone around here must have some cinder rack for me. I'll need all those too. Let's approach that thing down there as well. Uh-oh. Ow. Ow. Okay. Slow it down. Slow it down now. There we go, cinder rack. So let's go ahead and we'll take 5. I really wish they'd increase the weight of the how much you can carry in the starter ship. It's really low. Agonizingly low when you're dealing with such small inventory. All right, make our little cutting laser. Yeah, I feel like I can't loot much because it's just so little space. Now we'll have our little cutting laser. Other player. They also smacked into the side of the multiple times. They've smacked into the side of that thing over there. Oopsie. Miss Homer Simpson and Rogue, thank you for those resubs, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to need the thermal compound. We'll need the printed circuits. I can get rid of the other thing. It's like container. I need 10 total. Okay, we have our 10. Now we can, now that we've crafted our laser, let's go ahead and put it onto our ship. Also, I need to do a cutting a lens. Synthetic mining lens. All right, there we go. Now let's go ahead and we're going to install the cutting laser into the weapon receiver. And then we're going to load a mining lens into the weapon. Now we need a skip drive. In order to do that skip drive, we're going to need to harvest some resources. Which is right above us. Let's go ahead and approach that up there. All right, cut engines. All right, arming laser. Fire. Full already. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to drop some stuff. Yes, baby. No, thank you. I'll take a hamburger, just a hamburger from anywhere that you drive by. All right, let's see here. Okay, I need to turn off our laser. Gonna have to jettison this. I guess it's too heavy. Oh, I'm out of printed circuits too. Damn. Okay. Okay, what I need to make is a skip drive. Skip drive. Cargo container, extractor, directional scanner, printer, salve. Okay, go ahead and process the cargo debris. Okay, turn on the laser again. Nope. Okay, well. Okay, now reverse. Okay, oh. All right, let's go ahead and turn around. Okay, arm laser. Fire. There you go. Cargo debris. So we're cutting some cargo debris. That's not what it is, Shadowbinder. They have Web3 in the game. And there's no what do you call it, like NFTs or anything in it. It's not what it is. It's they have it so that players can mod the world itself. They're not planning that kind of stuff. They want it to be so that the world is moddable by the players, and using that technology helps them do that. Instead of it only the devs being able to build the world, the players will be able to build it as well, using that technology. They have a whole FAQ about it if you're curious about what exactly they're implementing and what it means in this game. It's not like they're selling you pictures and stuff. They're not actually selling anything right now except the game. Again, you're misunderstanding Shadowbringer. Let's see. You can read it over here on their website if you're curious about what you're misunderstanding what you're reading. Let's see. Here's the information about like what technology is in the game and why it's in there. If you're doing that. You can read through that post right there because it'll help you understand it better. All right. And we'll process one more time. Need to add some music or something to this game. Would be nice. Yeah, it's a little too quiet in this game. All right, let's go ahead and put that in our inventory here. Okay, and craft synthetic myelin, craft a leap. Oh, it's called leap. Thermite composites, feldspar crystals, and aromatic carbon. Have the crystal. Don't have the automatic carbon. Let's see if we can figure out how to get that. Oh, cinder rack. Okay, we just got to process the cinder rack we got. There I have it. Please not during my sponsor stream, Shadow. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's rude. Especially when you're misquoting. Okay. Okay. I need more cinder rack. Cinder rack. Cinder rack. Okay, we need to go back to the other one. Let's go back over here. Alright, let's go down here and see if these cinder rack respawn. Yeah, he was not saying anything that made sense. He obviously did not read the blog post. Alright, printed circuits, capacitor, thruster, printed circuits. Cinder rack, there we go. I will need, probably not that many, but let's go and take that and process it, please. Cinder rack. And we'll add it. Just over there. Just like that. And then after this, we can make our skip drive. And then we can get out of here and build our first base. And get our character established for the first cycle. All right, go ahead and put that over there. Now we're going to... What was it called again? It was Leap Drive. Okay, now we switch to Leap Drive. I do wish they would improve this crafting interface. It's a lot of clicking that I don't want to have to do. A lot of extra clicks I don't feel like need to be there. Okay, so about a minute to craft that Leap Drive, and then we can zoom out of here to the actual beginning of the game. All right, and then now that we have our things built, let's go ahead and stack everything. We're gonna jettison this. Then let's go ahead and we're going to put that in the cargo container. We'll put 8 of these in there. 2 of those. All right, so we're gonna need to make sure we have 10 carbon weaves require hydrocarbon residue, which is from asteroids, which is the next area. Okay, let's go ahead and put in our new device here. We're going to go ahead and put this. I'm going to go ahead and put this warp accelerator. Must have got off of there somehow. Small cutting. Oh, what's in there? Oh, I must have unequipped it on accident. Okay, okay, now that we have that, we have those two things. Let's go ahead and jump. We'll jump to... It's like there's an asteroid field over... Derelict Quarry. We'll try that one. There we go. Let's jump. Warp drive engage. The flickering little white boxes is your gravity scanner detecting signatures. It's detecting nearby gravity signatures, which could be ships or structures, and it's slowly scanning and trying to figure out what it is. And when you get close enough, then those go away. Asteroid. Char. Let's approach that asteroid. Okay, so now we're in a different area with rocks everywhere. Okay, it's about 37 kilometers away, so let's give ourselves a little skip boost. And turn it off. Okay, reverse. Slow down. Perfect. Okay. Okay, let's get a little closer to this asteroid and see what minerals that gives us, and then see if we can craft with it. Alright, let's pitch ourselves down. What's that noise? Something's out there making noise. It's on Steam, not yet. Maybe when it's done, but right now it's in early access. It's in alpha, so it's in early development. So it's before they would even put in an early access. So it's like really early development. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on the laser. Feldspar crystals, nice. What do I need for... Feldspar crystals allow me to place a field storage, which is nice. So we'll go ahead and build one right there. Is that a Reaper? There are a bunch of crazy drones out there. So it could be the equivalent of a Reaper. Open cargo. Go ahead and throw that in there. And then keep going. Assuming control. They changed the lasers to not be automatic anymore, so it's hard to like manage stuff like mining as you're going. Yeah, we can hold a lot of stuff in the field storage. Okay, now with the feldspar crystals, can I craft the things I need for hydrocarbon residue? So no. Okay, let's see. What can we craft? Feldspar. Oh, feldspar crystals do turn into what we need. Okay then. Field storage. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on feldspar crystal processing. Then we're going to deposit from our ship first, and then we shall process. Just keep that going. And we have enough hydrocarbon residue. Then we can make the carbon we would need to make our first base. Field storage. They changed this whole interface last time. It used to be a lot more smooth, but now it's a lot more tedious. I like the way it worked. Everything worked before, but they did a big update with Cycle 6 and changed everything. We'll be able to process lots of this stuff, like, without having to keep clicking all the time. I think it's because they probably wanted it to be more emphasis on the base versus your ship, maybe. Keep going. I believe you only have one ship at a time in this. And if you want a fleet, you have to have other players be in your fleet. This is a multiplayer game at the end of the day. All right. All right, deposit more. Hydrocarbon residue. Okay, for carbon weave. So 115 turns into only 5? Jeez. Okay, I'll need a lot. A whole lot. So it makes 5 at a time. Oh god, it's gonna take a minute. Space is so quiet now. Technically, we shouldn't be able to hear anything except our ship, because sound doesn't travel through space. There's no particles for the sound vibrations to vibrate against to transfer the sound. So it should just be very silent. Activate our laser. Oh, I can't mine while I'm doing that like I could before they changed everything. I don't know why they got rid of auto firing of the laser. I enjoyed that a lot. Ship's cargo hold is full. There might be another thing I could do it. Neil deGrasse Tyson hosts a science show like Carl Weathers used to. He does a lot of shows that they're all online, like Star Talk and stuff is online only show. Okay, I think yeah, we're not making that process is very slow. We need something we need like a comet with ice or something. Char ain't gonna do it. Crystalline refuse. Crystalline refuse. Crystalline refuse. We could see what crystalline refuse is, and maybe that will be better. All right, let's go ahead and approach that real fast. Do a quick skip boost. Use about 20 kilometers is what one burst will get you. Crystalline refuse. I guess we'll find out what that turns into. Yeah, if you press Alt-C, you can see your person who gains memories and stuff over time. You can also destroy your character and continue in another. You're like an endless series of clones that transfers memories from one to another. You're just a ship, so you don't need to see your character. You're just something inside it. You never get out of your ship. You are the ship, basically. You're the thing inside the ship, but you are the ship in essence. Residue. Ooh, hydrocarbon residue. No, not that one. That's not what I meant. Crystal. Crystal refuse turns into iron-rich nodules and silicon dust. Which I do not need for anything. So that ain't gonna do it. Industrial waste. You can see what that is right there. Maybe industrial waste will get us what we need. See if we can find something good there. really nice if I could find a comet. Comets have water, and water usually has hydrocarbon residue. Alright, we'll see what industrial waste will make us. Let's see. Industrial. Nickel and feldspar. Nickel iron turns into nothing. But if I need nickel for something, nickel iron veins. Okay, we don't need that either. So we don't have any materials here that we want. We could try a different area. So let's go. We did the quarry. Let's see what else we got here. Derelict Bay, Extraction Yard. Try that one. See if we can find something better there. Just like that. What do you mean? You can ask AI if you don't know. Farnsworth, thanks for that resub. Suz, thanks for that resub. Appreciate that. Okay, a lot of stuff on our scanner. Let's go towards whatever that is over there, I guess. And we'll activate the jump drive. Gets a little closer. See a lot of refuges over here from players. Char 2 field storage. I don't see any minerals over here. People must have made their stuff, emptied all the resources and left. Refuge over there as well. Let's go. We'll try over there. Okay, turn it around. And skip drive. Char, but we don't need char. Let's try over there. It's gotta be a common right here somewhere. Let's go over that way. I play everything Titan Odin. Everything. Except sports games and fighting games. Alright, jump. They made a lot of changes with the last update that I don't like. But I did like Cycle 5 a lot, but they made a lot of changes that I don't like. Like, you have to craft everything in your ship now, which I don't like. I like the field crafters and stuff, and they got rid of auto mining resources. I don't like that. Made some questionable changes with the last update, which I'm not a huge fan of. Okay, well, this place doesn't have the resources. Slag. Check out. I don't think we've gotten any slag yet. We'll see what slag does for us. Lock on. Chezer, thank you for the 24-month resub. There is combat in this game and stuff, but you gotta work for it by setting up a base and stuff. Platinum Palladium Matrix. Player right there is mining the same asteroid. I guess it's gone now. Alright, let's try... try over... That's a cool looking nebula out there. So this is where you build your base. I don't think we have enough resources. We need carbon weave. Drifting Bastion. Let's try... Reliquary Hut, Derelict Bay, Stone Cluster, Drifting Bastion. We'll try that one. As of right now, people can't harm your structures. But remember, this is a alpha, so the game is actively being worked on. So it's not a finished game and everything can change. Rough Young Rupture Rift. Huh. What is that? Any resources in this area? Okay, let's Trojan Garden. We'll try that place. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, there's some things you just don't type in the chat. And that would be one of them. It was just like a... comet. Ooh. That means his refuge might be near a comet, so let's go see if there is a comet over there. Okay, let's approach that over there and see if there's... What we want is a comet that we can get water from. So water turns into fuel. So let's head over here. Activate skip drive. Hopefully that's a comet over there. Very dusty system over here. Okay, there's two things over here. What do we got? Field storage, field storage. So there's field storages out here, but no actual resources. I think they got rid of them all, so we'll just have to... We'll look around and see if we see any resources around here. There's got to be somewhere. There's probably just got to give it a certain range to be able to scan them. Another player's field storage. They all have these field storages like there were comets here, but there's not anymore. Yeah, field storage. So it seems like players can deplete the resources in different areas. So let's hope that we, So unfortunately, there's no comets. Loot seems incredibly sparse. It's just aggravating as hell. It's like, I just want to find some basic resources. There's just nothing anywhere. Guess players have destroyed it all. So I don't find a source of fuel and I run out of fuel, I'm in big trouble. Yeah, there's no resources here at all. No comets anywhere. What happens when we run out of fuel? Same thing that happens when we run out of fuel in real life. You just have to sit there forever until someone comes along and gives you gas. And you can't walk to a gas station in space, last I checked. Isaac Casey, they're nothing alike. Not even. It's like saying, is it wrong to compare The Godfather to Lilo and Stitch? It's like, yes. Yes, that is wrong. Okay, let's try the Ranch Point Drifting Annex. Outer Space Vestiges. Derelict Bay. Could try that. Stone Cluster. We'll try Derelict Bay and see what that does for us. Lord Hun, thank you for the resub of 99 months. Derelict. All right, let's see what we can find around here. You love the Tifa sub badges? Yeah, they're very pretty. Julie did a great job with them. Worst case scenario, I might have to just go back to where we were and then just keep farming that one stuff and get a slow trickle of carbon weave. Char. Well, see what's down there. Slag, char. All right, well, in that case, we're just going to go back to our other place and just mine and mine and mine and mine and mine and mine and mine some more. All right, let's go back to our field storage. We'll work to that. Yeah, right now I can't find any sources, any comets to get water to make fuel. storage. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and activate our mining laser. And this is the only way I've found to get the thing I need. Alright, so keep processing all of that. Okay, field storage. And go again. EVE Online is like a living world that you go inside of and interact with. EVE Frontier, they want the players to build the world. So that's kind of the big difference, is the world will be what the players make it. Because there's not much civilization. You see ruins of stuff. And then occasionally some robots and stuff. But it's mostly like giant wasteland full of mysterious stuff, and you have to like rebuild it, or not rebuild it, but build it out and bring life to the area. It's a very ambitious concept. Hello, Diener. All right. Go ahead and deposit more. Keep processing. 105 of that. Yeah, EVE Online was absolutely a very daunting game that required a lot of research and a lot of time and a lot of people went absolute bonkers in that game, like making giant alliances, giant fleets. They'd spy on other fleets. There's this one story of this like player that spied on another guy and pretended to be part of their crew for like a year plus, and he got to be an officer, and then he like did a heist of their like super expensive ship and stole it, and then destroyed all of his stuff in moments because he got trusted with something. Because the guy originally did something bad to him, so he spent years getting into his like good graces and then stabbing him in the back. I don't think I've ever cared about a game enough to spend years getting payback on one person. Just like, that's a lot. It's a lot. You gotta really hate that person like with a deep passion. Payback's important. I mean, if you feel it is, then you go for it. But that's just like a lot of mental stress. Let me go ahead and build my refuge nearby as well over here. Okay, let's go ahead and move everything into the field storage for now, and then we'll Start mining our little hearts out. Finish that up. Get all his feldspar crystal. Oh, the resource is gone already. What? Already? God, the resources go away so fast. It might be a bug that the resources drain so fast. Just I hope it is. Ireland's getting a second Wendy's soon, and Popeye's moving into Ireland soon. You live in Ireland? Ireland is cool? That's awesome. Yeah, I don't remember resources disappearing so fast when I played this in the last cycle. Is there much PvP? I haven't noticed any of it in the starter area, at least. Just haven't seen many players. The map's huge. You occasionally see another player, but it's kind of rare because everyone's just so spread out. And it's really not worth it because most players like just gonna have very basic loot and stuff that you can just mine. So not a lot of incentive to do it right now. 115. All right, let's go ahead and process the hydrocarbon weave. How's ERP? What does ERP stand for? Enterprise resource planning. I don't know what that means, so I'm going to say 5. It's about 5. It looks like more char respawned. One's right there. Can I scan it from here? Probably not. Oh, I can. We're good. I don't have to move. Like X4? No, it's not single player at all. You have to play online. Hello, NYC Star. Range is really far, actually. I don't think other players can loot your field storages. They can loot your jettisons, though. One thing they changed is when you log out, your ship stays floating in space where you left it while you're offline. So you have to make sure that you're in a safe place. If you're not in a safe place, someone might kill you while you're offline. Which is a little scary. Tifa, there are no burgers here for you, ma'am. There are no burgers. No burgers at all for you. I'm gonna need some fuel soon. How can I make fuel? I need water ice. I have not found any water ice because none of those comments were alive. Ice shards, hydrated sulfide matrix. None. Yep. I need to grab some water, guys. We're back in 1 second. You knocked down my lid chapstick. right, there we go. Getting low on fuel, I don't like that. We're only about half. I don't know how I'm going to get more fuel. Alright, let's see. Hydrated sulfide matrix. Nothing makes it. Methane ice shards. Salvaged materials makes methane ice shards. If I get salvaged materials. Char refuge. Dismantle to cargo container. Set name. Char refuge. Okay, we got a lot of feldspar crystals to process. Alright, here we go. Feldspar crystals. Now start processing them. Okay, move that out there and keep processing. So if it's 20 gives me 5. I need 515. That means I need 20. 20 times 20 is 400. Might have enough. It's possible. Alright, keep going. Alright, and go again. No, I'll run over. This is not a single player game at all. It's online only. And there's PvP. Alright, keep going. I wish I could automate this. I don't know why they changed it so you only put so little inside of here. It's like crafting is super tedious now. I don't know why they changed it to be so not fun. It's like I liked it the way it was before, and now it's just super tedious. How is it different to EVE Online? EVE Online is an established world. This game players built the world. So there's no law enforcement, there's no giant civilizations. It's like the Wild West, and people are going in to colonize it. And it's set on like survival cycles, so you'll go through and get as far as you can, and then gain some permanent bonuses, and then you keep do another character, and you keep cycling roguelike style. Did 115 total. They're still everything is still in progress. Nothing is finished in this game, so it's an alpha. It's a work in progress. Everything can change in a New York minute, so everything that's happening right now could be different in the next patch. Just crafting. Unfortunately, I have to craft all this just to get enough carbon weave just to get the fudge out of here. God, the crafting requires so many clicks now. I have to click to reload, click to remove resource, click to remove second resource, then click to start. Wish I could just load this up or tell it to keep reloading and then tell this to keep emptying here. Make it a lot easier. I have to process 520 of these. 20 at a time. 20. 15 seconds a pop. We are up to 75. We're getting there slowly. Slowly, but we're getting there. Yeah, we're Dan waiting. We're gonna Dan wait, I mean. Thank you, Horse Noodles, for 10 gifted subs. You made 10 new friends in chat. Thank you very much. Okay, 3 more batches, and then we can finally build our network node. Okay, one more. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Now we have our 10 carbon weave. That was a lot. Some more resources in case you need them. Okay, take the 10 printed circuits, the 10 thermal. Uh-oh. Okay, put the feldspar crystal there. Take the carbon, the crystal. What? I can't fit. I can't build my... I can't bring it with me? Because I don't have enough space in my inventory to bring 30 items with me? How are we dealing with this? All right. All right, let me double check. So the network node requires 10 weave, 10 thermal, 10 circuits. All I have in my inventory is 10, 9, and 10. But when I drag the last one in, it's like, no, you can't. You don't have space for that. So in order to bring the 30 items, I don't have enough space in my inventory to bring the 30 items with me. With just those items in my inventory. No other items. Gonna deal with this. Okay. My only option is I'm gonna have to build a cargo container, which requires brace weld and nickel iron. Let's see. Brace. Water ice. I don't have any water ice. Stone cluster, drifting bastion. Guess we can see what's near a planet, maybe? Anything near those at all? Running dangerously low on fuel. Because I can't find any comets. Inner extraction yard. Stone cluster. We don't find a comet to make fuel, we're just screwed. Char. Just char. Salvage made fuel as well, but I haven't found any salvage anywhere. So basically what I need is water. There's just no water anywhere. All right, so stone. Stone Husk will try Drifting Bastion. See anything over there? I don't know why they made the basic fuel so rare. Future Saiyan, thank you for 137 month resub. Oh, that's right, this place. No comments here. We'll try Reliquary Husk. Okay, that thing is massive, whatever the hell it is. Let's see if we can go around it. It's like something just got destroyed or something. If we can find water somewhere. Okay, we have a lot of places that potentially could have resources. All right, let's we'll start with you guys down there, I guess. down into the cloud. Hope there's nothing evil in there. There are some pretty cool environments around here. Slag refuge, slag. Char. There are some resources in here, slag and char. Unfortunately, I already had slag, so I don't really need slag. Alright, let's go ahead and approach the slag asteroid. I guess we'll put a slag place over here. Alright, turn around. Oh no. I have no spaces. I can't. Actually, can't do shit. Oh my god. I just realized that because I'm holding those items, I can't pick up anything, so now I gotta go teleport back. Okay, where was I? The husk. Let's go back to the field depot so I can drop stuff off. It really sucks. I can't, like, So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take enough crystal with me to build a field depot and jump back and forth like 10 times. That's gonna suck. Alright, so we're gonna have to drop these in there, and then we're going to take 50 of these with us. All right, so let's pick a place to build our base. We'll do it there. Got these network node places. There's only one size of ship. Okay, let's go ahead and someone's already here. Shit. Well, in that case, try that one. If you've not played the game before, I don't need you guessing the game mechanics. Thank you, though. That doesn't help anything. Alright, let's go ahead and build a field storage here. And we'll drop those things inside. And then we'll come back. All right, go ahead and put that in there and that in there. And now we need to go back again. To grab the other stuff. After I crashed a little bit. Okay, going back. Okay, field storage, take the carbon weave with me. And some more feldspar crystals. And then we jump back. Just like this. Okay, so now we can build the network node. I have to have them in my inventory? Are you fucking serious? But there's not enough room in my inventory. Because you made it just a little bit too small. Why wouldn't they make it so you can hold all the items to make the network node in the... Oh, that makes me so mad. Okay. So I have to hold all of these items in my inventory at once. They're in the storage. Well, that's so aggravating. Okay, what are our options? So I'm gonna have to craft a storage container. It's the only thing I can think of. So I need nickel iron veins, palladium, brace weld. Palladium I can get easily. But, base field storage. I still need water. If I don't get water very soon, I'm gonna run out of fuel and this whole run's just gone for no reason. Because they didn't spawn enough comets for me to find any fuel. Derelict Bay, Reliquary Husk, Extraction Yard, Trojan Garden, Drifting Annex, Outer Respite. Need some form of fuel. Let's try Trojan Garden. I just need any water at all, or a salvage thing I can break down. This sucks so much. See, someone has a refuge that says Comet, as if there was a comet here at one point. Okay, let's see. This game is in Star Fox. It's not a lot of games. It's very true. There's many games that it is not. Actually, it's probably a longer list of games it's not than games it is. Myself a little boost. Now this guy made a field refuge here. It says Comet, as if he found a comet at some point. What sucks is I can see I can see a bunch of stuff. But apparently none of it's lootable. So I'm running out of fuel, and there's no comet spawning anywhere for me to get more fuel from. Okay, I'm gonna try this place. We only have a few more maybe 6 jumps left before we're out of fuel, and then there's literally nothing I can do. What I need is comets, because comets have water. This is someone died here. Emergency printer, weapon receiver. Let me take their weapon receiver. Can I put that on mine? Yeah. Put that. Too many modules as type installed. What? Well, never mind then. Fine. No cargo container. So someone died here, probably because they ran out of fuel. Dewdrop refuge. We will see what that is. Comet field. See, comet. As if there were comets here at some point. Where are the comets? I can't get any fuel. There's no comets anywhere. That one says watermelons. Where the fuck are comets so I can get some damn fuel? there's a lot of people that way, so let's maybe try over there. Are the comets bugged and there's just no comet spawning at all? Loot seems really weird right now. Please, dear God, I need a comet. Alright, I need a comet for fuel. Need a comet. Comet, comet, comet. Comet! Oh my god. Finally. Jeez, it took so long to find. That was ages. There must be some bug with resources right now because they are so rare. That was a problem last cycle. Yeah, there's probably some sort of bug where resources aren't spawning like they're supposed to. Okay, let's build our field storage here. I'm gonna call this comet storage. And let's get water, damn it. Hydrated sulfide matrix. Let's see, we need some. So to make fuel, I need water ice. And to make water ice, I need hydrated sulfide matrix. Finally got my hydrated sulfide matrix. Yeah, with this we could finally make fuel. And then, therefore, at least we can move. And then we still have to solve the other problem of how the hell do I build a network node if I can't hold all the resources at once to build it? And you can't build other ships. Alright, let's see. Deposit. Start processing. Put that in field storage. Hydrocarbon residue. Hi, my name is E. Are you okay? You can't build their ships, so what they've done is they've changed it so that all ships are now modular pieces. So what you do is you can build other pieces and attach pieces, and ships are whatever combination of pieces you make. But in order to make those, I have to have a base, and I can't hold enough. So in order to build my base, the network node, I have to hold 300 square meters of stuff, but the starter ship only holds 288 meters of stuff. So, and so I'm just like, someone forgot to carry the one somewhere. Okay, at least we can make some fuel finally. So all that water is going to make us some fuel, which is probably hydrogen fuel. Get that going. Yeah, just as there's currently a little mix of bugs and changes and stuff that are probably making it feel a lot worse than it's supposed to. Okay, while that's processing, let us go ahead and refuel. Oh god, that barely gave us anything. Oh no. What just happened? Select reawaken. So we're reawakening. So we died and now we're getting reborn. So after all that work, I just died. Where am I? Okay, at least I'm still in the same... Okay. I must have been taking some form of damage from somewhere. That was... Well then. Is my... Okay, travel over there. See if we can figure out what the hell happened. It's really early access, Guardian. It's in alpha. So it's not really in a state to judge it yet. All you can do right now is judge based on small things. There's my body. So apparently we must be taking damage. Yeah, we're taking heat damage. Oh no, that's what happened from what? So the place that has the fuel I need kills me just by being there looting it. The only place I can find a comment just passively kills you when you're near it. Wow. Wow. Okay then. Yeah, the map is pretty big. There's something there that's like causing us to light on fire in seconds. Yeah, see, all those dots are solar systems. So it's a very big map. So huge area to explore. All right, thanks to... Well, that was frustrating. Definitely some bugs they gotta work on. Thanks to Fenris Creations for sponsoring the stream today, guys. You want to check out eFrontier for yourself. You can click the link at the top of the chat there. You can get Founders Edition on their website if you'd like to play as they're developing it. Again, it is currently being worked on and developed over time, so it's not a finished game yet. It won't be for a while, so if you don't mind checking on it every time they do an update to see how it's coming along. It's that kind of access. They have a 5-day free trial if you want to check it out for free to see if you like it, see if it's for you as it's being developed. And click on the link helps you out a bunch, so thanks to anyone that clicks on it. You guys are awesome. I'm going to go ahead and take a little break, and I'll be back on later. Do probably some comfy museum stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. You guys have been great, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye, everybody. See you guys in a little while.